Please subscribe my channel. I got my wife Sarah a birthday getaway for 2 people. It was a nice gift that I had planned several weeks ahead. It wasn't fancy or expensive, just special, a calm spot in Sedona, Arizona, where we could relax and recharge. At the little family get-together in our home in Portland, Oregon, I gave her the envelope with a smile, hoping she would like the idea as much as I did. She opened it, looked over the plans quickly, and then made a face. "A trip with you," she said out loud. "No thanks." People in the room laughed in an awkward way. Some looked down at the floor. Others sat still without moving. I felt my face get hot, but I stayed quiet. When someone disrespects you in front of others, it can make things very clear right away. This wasn't just joking around. It was putting me down. I took a deep breath, folded the paper carefully, and looked at everyone in the room. I wasn't feeling ashamed. I was done acting like everything was fine. Sometimes a bad moment doesn't hurt just because it's mean. It hurts because it shows the truth you've been trying not to see. Right then, I understood that she wasn't turning down the trip. She was turning down our relationship. A heavy quiet filled the room, making everyone uncomfortable. I could tell people were waiting for me to say something, maybe argue, or make a joke to make it less awkward. But I kept calm. I turned a bit and looked at her sister, Emily. Emily was single, kind, and had watched what happened without laughing. I said in a steady voice, "What about you?" "Just the 2 of us." Everyone in the room seemed to gasp at the same time. It wasn't me trying to flirt or get back at anyone. It was me being honest. The offer was straightforward. The ticket was already bought. The time was already set aside, and I had chosen to be real about it. I wasn't trying to make anyone feel bad. I just didn't want to waste something good because of rude behavior. Sarah laughed in a mean way, sure that Emily would say no and make her look better. People moved around in their chairs uncomfortably. Someone coughed. I waited, not pretending to be confident. I really was calm. When you make calm choices, they can feel strong when others expect something different. Emily didn't reply right away. She looked at the envelope, then at me, then at the others in the room. At last, she smiled in a warm and real way and said, "Yes, I'd really like that." Everyone reacted quickly. Talking stopped. One person started to laugh, but stopped. Sarah's face went from proud to shocked in a second. This wasn't about me winning. It was about the truth hitting everyone clearly. Emily added softly, "I appreciate you asking me in a nice way." That one sentence meant more than any fight could have. I nodded, said thank you to her, and put the envelope back on the table. The trip plan stayed the same, but who was going had changed. I didn't look at Sarah. I didn't have to. The difference was obvious. Respect doesn't need to be loud. It just stands there and people can see how they compare to it. The room felt busy with quiet thoughts. Someone turned on different music. Another person brought out cake too soon. Sarah tried to laugh and call it a joke, but nobody joined in. Awkward feelings stay when someone deserves them. Emily excused herself and whispered thank you to me as she went by. I felt a mix of sad and relieved. Sad for what our marriage could have been, relieved for what was now clear. I didn't stay much longer. I said goodnight to everyone and left quietly. Outside, the air felt fresher and calmer. I messaged the airline to update the passenger name and dates, dealing with real steps like that helps when feelings are strong. It turns them into actions. I wasn't trying to get revenge or prove a point. I was setting a clear limit in the moment. Sometimes standing up for yourself means leaving early and letting the moment do its job without you there. By the next morning, my phone had many messages. Friends asked what had happened. Sarah said I had made her look bad. I answered her once. I gave a kind gift. I accepted the answer. That's it. No arguing, no explaining more. Emily texted too, to check details and thank me again for keeping it normal. That was important to me. Respect grows quietly when it's real. I saw how much I had been trying to ignore problems to keep things peaceful. But that peace wasn't shared by both of us. The trip changed from a sign of being rejected to a sign of making a good choice. Making choices changes how you feel about yourself. I went through my day, work, running errands, getting coffee, without thinking over and over about what to say next. Feeling calm gives you energy. When people think you'll get upset, and you don't, they have to change how they see you. And that can make them uneasy. When Sarah finally called, her voice was different, less rude, more worried. She asked why I did that. I said, because kindness should go where it's wanted. She said it was rude to her. I said the rudeness had already started. The call was quiet. No yelling, no big threats, just clear words. I told her I wouldn't beg for simple respect. If a gift meant to be shared was made fun of, it would go somewhere else or not at all. We hung up without fixing anything. That was fine. Not every talk needs an ending. Some just need clear lines. I felt steady after, not like a winner. Feeling in line with yourself isn't exciting. It feels simple and good. And simple is better than you think. In the days after, the story became clear to everyone. People stopped asking me to explain. They had seen it themselves. I finished the plans with Emily, different rooms, clear rules, and respect both ways. It wasn't about starting something romantic. It was about spending time with someone who appreciated it. I noticed changes in me. I said sorry less, made decisions easier, and slept better. I didn't change to upset anyone. I changed to stop making myself smaller. Holding back who you are is tiring. Choosing yourself doesn't need to be mean. It needs to be steady, and steady actions show. Looking back, that birthday party wasn't spoiled. It showed the truth. When Sarah made fun of the trip, she showed where respect was missing. When I calmly gave the spot to someone who said yes with thanks, everyone in the room learned something too. The lesson: kind gifts deserve respect, not mocking. If they're not valued where you give them where they will be. I didn't yell or ask for sorry. I just moved the kindness somewhere else. And that move said it all.